On Monday, May 19th, U.S. President Donald Trump openly published a letter to Director General Dr. Tedros of the WHO on Twitter, condemning the various failures of the organization in response to the pandemic. President Trump wrote, "If the WHO does not commit to major substantive improvements within 30 days, I will make my temporary freeze of the United States funding to the WHO permanent and reconsider our membership in the organization." On the same day, President Trump indicated to reporters that the Chinese Communist Party needs to be responsible for the pandemic and that the World Health Organization is the puppet of China. In the open letter, President Trump stated that the WHO consistently ignored credible reports of the virus spreading in Wuhan in early December 2019, or even earlier. The WHO failed to independently investigate credible reports that conflicted directly with the Chinese government's official accounts. He criticized that the WHO was not willing to share important information with the world due to political reasons. He further mentioned that by no later than December 30th, 2019, the WHO office in Beijing knew that there was a major public health concern in Wuhan. Between December 26th and December 30th, Chinese media highlighted evidence of a new virus emerging from Wuhan. During this period, Dr. Zhang Jixian, a doctor from Hubei Provincial Hospital of Integrated Chinese and Western Medicine, told China's health authorities that a new coronavirus was causing a novel disease. By the next day, Taiwanese authorities had communicated information to the WHO indicating human-to-human transmission of a new virus, yet the WHO chose not to share any of this critical information with the rest of the world, probably for political reasons. The letter also accused Dr. Tedros of many misleading and inaccurate claims, which include that the WHO gratuitously reaffirmed China's claim that the coronavirus cannot be transmitted between humans, that he praised the Chinese government for its transparency with respect to the coronavirus, that he belatedly declared the outbreak a public health emergency of international concern on January 30th, 2020, and that he refused a critical team entering China until February 16, 2020. President Trump criticized, saying, "It is clear the repeated missteps by you, Dr. Tedros, and your organization, WHO, in responding to the pandemic have been extremely costly for the world. The only way forward for the World Health Organization is if it can actually demonstrate independence from China." President Trump sent out an ultimatum that if the WHO cannot commit to major substantive improvements within 30 days, he will make this temporary freeze of United States funding to the WHO permanent. On Monday, May 18th, President Trump emphasized in a roundtable conference with restaurant executives and industry leaders that the Chinese Communist Party hurt the world and also China, and should be held accountable for the pandemic.
China should be held responsible for what they've done. They have hurt the world very, very badly. They've hurt themselves also, but they've hurt the world very, very badly. Yeah, they should be held responsible. And again, the United States pays them $450 million a year. China pays them $38 million a year. And they're a puppet of China. They're China-centric. They gave us a lot of very bad advice, terrible advice. They were wrong so much, always on the side of China.
When a reporter asked if the U.S. will continue funding the WHO, President Trump expressed that they will make a decision fairly soon.
So I was thinking about bringing our 450 down to 40. And some people thought that was too much. So we're going to make a decision fairly soon.
The government of the United States is currently investigating the World Health Organization and will publish its results soon. Trump told Reuters reporters at the White House they must improve, they must do better, and they must be fairer to countries including the United States. Otherwise, we will not participate again. The World Health Assembly held a video conference for the first time in history on May 18, 2020, with 24 countries, including the US, Britain, Japan, France, Germany, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the Czech Republic. 14 diplomatic allies of Taiwan presented a proposal for the participation of Taiwan in the WHA. The United States also openly supported Taiwan participating as an observer at the WHA. United States Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar stated, The health of 23 million Taiwanese people should never be sacrificed to send a political message by the WHO. Azar said it was critical that Taiwan participate as an observer at the WHO to bring the helpful perspective regarding their effective and exemplary response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Taiwan was blocked from participating by Beijing for the fourth consecutive year. We regret that once again, Taiwan was not invited to observe at this assembly as they were from 2009 to 2016. The 23 million people in Taiwan deserve a voice just as much as anyone else does, said Azar. Both the global health security agenda and vaccination campaigns benefit from the involvement of every nation, people, and sector, Azar said. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services published a statement saying, "The world is facing the unprecedented challenge of COVID-19 together. All communities with a stake in global health should be able to contribute to and benefit from the WHO's efforts. Taiwan has shown the world it is a capable, responsible, and willing stakeholder in global health with extensive testing and contact tracing, social distancing measures, medical countermeasure development, and border control and quarantine policy. Now, more than ever, global health partnerships are crucial. We must recognize Taiwan's successful COVID-19 response and their continued efforts to assist other countries with personal protective equipment donations and technical assistance. The world should admire and learn from Taiwan's contributions to combating this pandemic." The statement ended with, "The United States strongly urges the WHO to return to the practice of inviting Taiwan to participate as an observer to the WHA. The exclusion of Taiwan from the WHA must not continue. The United States also urges the WHO to systematically engage with Taiwan health experts on COVID-19 and beyond. The global community must learn from Taiwan's experience from COVID-19 and do more to include them."